So, got this connected back.
Messages.
What I'm going to do is paste what I just wrote
Calendar.
into the clipboard
Contacts.
into
Reminders.
a note.
Notes.
We'll go here to notes using my
Notes.
joystick.
My name is Katie.
I'm going to go to add a new note.
Note. Text field is editing.
And I'm in a text field. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my clipboard by hitting .3, .7 or my shift key and my left panning key. And I see it puts me at the end cutting this video. All I'm going to do now, and check this out on the iPad, you'll hear it if you can't see the video, but when I hit both my panning keys and my spacebar, watch what happens.
Capital M. Parent A. Great. Time with my buddy Aaron. Cutting this video.
So all this did, what's amazing about this, is I wrote in grade 2 Braille, just a really fast note just by turning my BraillePen on. And then from there, all I did was paste it. VoiceOver takes that grade 2 text that I've written here, which is pretty much meaningless without some sort of back translation, and back translates it into text so that I can read it or listen to it or review it or whatever. Now that was just a silly note, but think in terms of jotting down some ingredients for a recipe. Think in terms of maybe when a homework assignment is due, pasting it into your calendar. Think in terms of maybe you grab a phone number out and about and you don't have time to necessarily go into contacts, put it in your phone, connect your Braille display, even double tapping the screen or whatever. Think in terms of that. And you'll see that as you use this, it's really a fantastic way, and it sort of dispels the only criticism that somebody might have about using this sort of technology with that instant on-off access. What I'm going to do next is show you in real time. Actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to clear this. To clear your clipboard, because it just stays in memory, we hit all 6 of our Braille keys. I'm going to get my lean back so people can see this. Hit my 2 panning keys with my thumbs and all 6 keys. Clear clipboard. Now, let's say that I want to simply think in terms of getting onto the internet or something like that. Now, I'm still connected to VoiceOver if I want to exit my clipboard, which I can do. I made that change, and now I'm in real time using this. I can go back to my home screen.
Notes.
And I'm back. So I basically had to make that firmware change a little bit ago so that I could go in and out of my clipboard when I'm actually connected to VoiceOver and I don't have to reconnect and connect and all that nonsense. So I'm going to go back into my clipboard now just to give you another example. And we're going to Google something in just a minute. What I'm going to do is just write a question in my clipboard. How many, and I'm using grade 2 Braille, miles is it from Cleveland, where I live, to, let's see, where can we go? I was just in Cincinnati not too long ago. Question mark. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit this now.
Videos.
I'm going to go over to Safari.
Photos. Mail. Safari.
Hop on the internet.
Safari. Back button. For book utilities. Address. Stop. But we will. Search field.
I'm going to go into a Google search field.
Search field is editing.
And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into my clipboard. And I am going to paste this question into Google by hitting my panning keys and my spacebar.
How many miles to Cincinnati?
So because Google is a little smarter than I am, I'm not going to focus on spelling Cincinnati properly. I know it's terrible of me.
Words.
I know that Google
lines. Headings.
Focuses very heavily on headings, and so I'm going to move down here.
Google suggestions. On this page, no matchup. Heading not found.
I guess Google isn't smarter than me.
Heading not found. Clear text. Button.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear the text.
Search field is editing. Google.
And what I'll do now is I'll go back into the clipboard. and I will do my best to fix Cincinnati. Let's clear out some superfluous characters that got in here. So I have C, yeah. We got this. Helps when you can spell. So TI, question mark. Now what I'll do is we'll try pasting this again.
How many? Cleveland, misspelled.
Man, I even misspelled my hometown.
Cincinnati.
Here we go. Let's go here.
Voiceover off.
Every so often you will lose your connection when you go from your clipboard.
Voiceover on. Safari. Search field. Is editing. How many miles is it from Cleveland to Cincinnati?
And so what we'll do is we'll see if I Googled this a little bit better.
Voiceover off.
By spelling it right. I don't know if it'll like it because Cleveland's misspelled.
Voiceover on. Safari. Search field. Is editing. How many miles is it from Cleveland to Cincinnati?
So now we'll move back to headings.
Address. HT. Search clear. Google suggestions. How many miles is it from Cleveland to Cincinnati?
Take this. So I've just pressed enter on that.
Web. Landmarks. Search results.
Here we
Heading
go.
level
So
2.
I'm just jumping down by headings.
Landmark N. What is the distance in miles between Cleveland, Ohio and heading level 3? Link. List start.
So I'm going to go into
What
this
is the
link.
distance in miles between Cleveland, Ohio and heading level 3? Link. List start. Heading not found. Heading not found.
There it goes. Let's see here.
In. What is the distance in miles between Cleveland, Ohio and Cincinnati, Ohio? Heading level 1.
Let's read
What is
this.
the distance in miles? Airlines have slashed fares on routes across the U.S. Star. The Cleaning Authority. The Life app.
Get past these
Answer.
ads. Here's our answer.
Answer. Link. It is 250 miles according to Google Maps.
So 250 miles between Cleveland and Cincinnati. So that just shows you a little bit about different ways you can actually use the clipboard. I find this clipboard to be handy when you maybe are not around your iPod or your iPhone or your iPad, when you just have your BraillePen with you. Maybe you need to write something quickly down. So again, if I'm not even connected to this at all,
Voiceover off.
turn this off, and I have this with me, I can pretty much write whatever I want in this clipboard up to 500 characters. Once I do that, I can paste that information cleanly into any edit field. Every so often, you might have an issue coming back out of the clipboard into working with an iOS product, but generally that's not the case, as you saw with notes and so forth. Again, getting into the clipboards very easily. One thing that you need to remember with the clipboard is if you don't erase it, you're just going to keep writing at the end. And if you write over 500 characters, it'll start beeping at you and not let you continue. So you should always erase your clipboard when you're done with specific data. Again, erasing is all 6 keys with your 2 panning keys. And you go back to a clean slate. The best way I can describe this clipboard feature is like a scratch piece of paper, that you're actually writing information down and then pasting the contents of that paper into your iPad, into your iPhone, and having that instant on-off access when you don't have your devices connected or when you need to write something down really fast. Let's be honest, it's not easy to get out your iPhone, turn this on. I mean, it's easy, but it's just not the fastest when you're on the run and you need to write something down. This helps you do that, dispels the only real remaining criticism that I've heard or concern that I've heard from people who are a little bit nervous about taking the plunge using Braille devices with iOS products. So it's a fantastic feature. We are going to be, we meaning myself and some of the staff from Aroga Technologies, are going to be at all 4 summer conventions this year in the summer of 2012. We'll be at the National Federation of the Blind Convention, June 30th through July 4th, I believe. We'll be at ACB, the American Council of the Blind Conference, from July 7th through the 10th. We'll be at the AHEAD Conference July 11 through 13, and we'll be at AER International Conference July 18th through the 22nd. So if you're at any of those conferences and want to come by and check out the Clipboard feature and see how it works, as well as just see how BraillePen in general, how easy it is to set up, how easy it is to use, please come by and do so. We'd love to visit with you and spend some time with you. Keep in mind, this is the only Braille device in the industry currently today that's under $995, so, or under $1,000, I should say, at $995. So it's great, it's pocket size, it's a perfect companion for these portable type products, and we look forward to seeing you, for those of you who are going to be around this summer. For any questions about BraillePen and the Clipboard, you can email me at BraillePen, BraillePen, at flying-blind.com, or call 216-381-8107, and we'll try to answer your questions the best we can. Thanks so much for tuning into this video. I think it was a pretty decent first cut. We'll get better as the videos keep coming, so look for more videos on this channel, and have a great rest of your week.